Welcome. In this video, in the last video, we have seen how to create a Moodle account, how to create a course. I have created a course 18 EC 405 and I have posted the course description like this, right? This is a basic and essential course for undergraduate in electrical and electronics communication domain, right? In this, we will be seeing how to post the content, course content for the subject that is 18 EC 405. Okay, here this is the home page. In the home page, initially we will be having only the introduction to Moodle course. This is by default, everyone will have this course, and I have added this course. You can create any number of course. Okay, that keep in mind, right? Okay, now to edit the content, I will go into the course and click that control system. Okay, now you can see the left side is completely coming under the CS. CS stands for control system. This is the short form of the course. I have given the name initially. And these are the participants, badges, competencies, grades, and about the general topics 1, 2, 3. These are other things, right? We can edit these things, right? We'll be seeing how to edit these things. Initially, this is your gear icon. It will be having like this is the important control of your course page, right? Now the course page is in control system. This can be verified by looking at here. You are given the short name for control system as CS. If you give for principles of management POM, that's your choice, right? You'll be having this. This is what while creating the course, the short form we have given. Okay. Now I go into this gear icon. I click the gear icon. Below there will be an editing on, right? See, while initially we cannot edit anything, right? If I click topic 1, 2, 3, I cannot edit anything. Just you can click, nothing will happen, right? You cannot post anything or you cannot add anything under these sections. Okay. Suppose topic 1, I want to change into chapter 1, chapter 2, or module 1, module 2. I cannot do work with that, right? So what I want to do, what I'm going to do now is I go into the gear icon. I will be turning the turn editing on. Okay. After a moment, you can see there will be a pen mark after your all options, right? Announcement, topic, everything. In announcement section, I can go to the edit settings. I'm going to edit the announcement. Announcement is the title, right? Instead of announcement, I can say welcome, welcome all. Okay. Here I have typed a message already. Welcome to the course on control system. Wish you all a happy learning. Right, other things and all you can explore, right? Availability, attachments, word counts, those and all you can explore. At last, what you can save and display. You can see how the content will look like, or else you can return to the course. Save and return to the course. First you will see save and display. Okay, save and display. I have pressed save and display. Yes, this is how it will be looking like. Welcome all. This is how it looks like. If you're okay with that, I can go into the topic 1. Right, okay. Now go to the topic 1. Right, I see if I go into the welcome all message, right? See, before it was announcements, right? Now it was changed to welcome all. We have edited. Now I want to edit this topic 1. I want to go to edit. Remember, you should have a pen mark. Okay, then only we can edit the content. Without this we cannot edit. And this is like you can move the resource, right? If I want to push this topic 2 above topic 1, I can change it, right? After working out, you are finding out that second chapter should be taught first, or else topic 1 is coming here. See, here you will see we can add an activity. Add an activity, we can see, see every chapter, every announcement will have this section. Okay, here it was welcome all. Before it was announcement, here we can see add an activity. Under topic 1 we can have, and we can see an add an activity. So we will press the plus symbol. We can see whether it is assignment or chat, choice, database, what sort of, these are some symbols we can have. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, announcement, is I can have some labels. I'm going to click add. A label will be added. Okay, label is nothing but some 2 or 3 line short text. They are called labels. I can say this is a fascinating course. for an engineering student. Okay. This is the label I have created. Then save and return to course. Okay. Now you can see below welcome all there is a label, right? Suppose you want to take this line above welcome all means I can click this and I can take it, put it here, right? This is movable. Okay. That's it. Next, if I want to keep like a edit topic 1, I want to change it to chapter 1. What I can do, edit topic, wait for a moment. Yes, topic 1, I can custom, right? So topic 1, I click the custom box, I can change it to chapter 1. And you can say what is the content. It gives the topic 1. I am editing into chapter 1. I have given a summary what you are going to see in the chapter 1. Then I have to just press save changes. Okay. Now all the editing has been done, right? And remember, this not only we can add a line, add some content, we can also add some pictures also. For example, you're going to add a picture. Remember this icon. So if you keep it over here, it is showing show hide advanced options, right? So you can press this. You can add, right? You can also align the things like center, left alignment, right alignment, and you can have you can add some link also, and you can add some videos also. You can record the videos, right? And remember, it is the maximum size of the documents of the entire your website should be in 200 MB only. So you cannot have a large video here. A sample video may be added of very small size. So link, you can press a link and you can paste a link. Here I am pasting a suitable link I have taken from the YouTube, and I am just creating the link. Okay, stop pasting here. You can cut and I can add here. Okay, right. Now I can have changes. Similarly, you can add image also, right? If you go here, it shows insert and edit an image. Okay, you can add an image also. So I'm keeping the save changes. This is how I will be editing the content, right? Now you can see the YouTube link has been added, right? Okay, now all the editing is completed means what you have to go back to the gear icon, turn editing off. Okay, now you can see the introduction message is welcome all. This is a fascinating course for an engineering student. The chapter 1 gives overview, and now we have the related content in the first chapter. What about the system? Okay, the YouTube link I have added. If you add a picture, the picture will be displayed here. Like this, you can add the contents for topic 2 and topic 3, topic 4. Okay. Now next we will be seeing how to add students to the course. To add student to the course, we have to again go to the gear icon. We can see edit settings. Okay. Okay, need not go to edit settings, sorry. Come back to the home. Come back to the home pages. Go into control systems. Right. Okay. Now the important part about this site is only who can add the content. The faculty can add the content. Okay, the faculty can add the students. He is going to evaluate, right? Only the student can view these things. So important thing is, if you look at the left side, okay, if you scroll below, you can see a site administration. This is very important, right? So click the site administration. Here only you can do adding the students into the course, grading the students, those things you can do here, right? Okay, first thing, as soon as you go here, your site is not yet registered. Just you click register your site, that's it. If it is coming already registered, no problem. Your site is not yet registered. What it is asking, what description you want to give. Very important thing is red mark, right? India, mail ID, those things you give it, and yes, I agree. Register your site. Because a person from the third party can also look at your course. If he is interested, he may join to your course, right? So just register your course, wait for a few moments. Yes, your course is registered. Okay, now you can continue. Okay, right, we go into the site administration again. In site administration is very important, right? In site administration only we can see the users, grades, other things. Like you go into the users, you go into the users, you can see there's so many ways you can add a user, right? You can say add a new user, user management, right? Upload users, this is for bulk addition of users. We use this technique, upload user. Okay, in this we have a sample CSV form. We will be seeing how to add these things. Just wait for a moment. We will be seeing how to upload a Excel sheet containing the username of the students and their mail ID. This form you will be seeing in CSV file format. First thing, the first row is username, first name, last name, email. Remember, there should not be any gap. Username should be together, first name together, just last name, email, right? I have given like give the names of students like Money student, last name is one, mail IDs I have given, some mail IDs given some examples, right? Okay, this is the given the file name as, I'm going to save it, right? Look how I'm going to save. I'm going to save as in some folder I'm putting. Okay, let me say it is new list. Remember, while saving as, there are so many. Normally you will use Excel workbook. Here what we have to use is CSV comma delimited format, right? There are CSV Macintosh, CSV MS-DOS. We have to use CSV comma delimited format. Click it, save it. Okay, now the content is saved. Now we can go to the here where we are now. We are in the site administration. In site administration, we are going to add the bulk number of users. So we go into the users and we will see upload users. In upload users, I am going to choose a file. I am going to choose a file. I have to upload a file, so I have to choose file from the attachment. Okay, look at which folder I am in. This folder. Where is my file? New list. Okay, new list is the file. So click it, open. Okay, and I have done this. Now important thing is you have to press upload the file. You have to click the upload the file. It will take few moments. Okay, then upload users. Now the name list will be automatically uploaded. Right, you can see the 3 students I given Money, Dina Money, student, some second ID, some mail ID I have given, right? It has been added. Okay, it is given for the uploads for the preview. Now I can add those students in the course. Go to the home page. We are in the home page control system. You have uploaded the CSV file. Now come to the participant section. The participant section, we will go into this, right? Look, we are in the home courses CS. We are inside now participants, right? Okay, here you have to click this gear icon. Here it will show manual enrollments, right? Already 3 students are enrolled in your CSV file. Okay, now we are going to enroll them. See, just go to enrollment methods again, right? Enrollment, see users, enrollment methods, manual enrollment. Okay, here click it, edit. Again you can say gearbox. Just press save changes. Right, by clicking the participants, you can also, we are going to manually enroll. So what I am doing is pressing the gear icon. I am pressing the enrollment methods. You will be listed here. Here then some person symbol is coming and the plus sign is showing. So press that, click that. Okay, here not enrolled user is one of the user in the right side, right? This side is enrolled user, right side is not enrolled, left side is enrolled. So there will be listed, right? Since I have only one is not enrolled, I click that, then I am pressing add. So that name will be coming to the left side. Okay, you can see. So right side unenrolled is coming back to the enrolled user section. Okay, now the student has been enrolled. There are other ways to add a student by using their mail address. Okay, thanks for listening. Thank you.